Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here. Got another Master Duel video for you, and it is Monday, which means it is once again time for one of our weekly viewer specials. Before I start talking a little bit about that, though, I want to quickly remind everybody that I will be taking the last week of December off from uploading videos. I'm giving myself a little bit of a break from daily uploads for the first time in almost 3 years. So don't be alarmed if you don't see any uploads from me. Tomorrow's upload on the 24th will be the last one until the new year. So the 25th through the 31st, there will not be any videos going up. But in the meantime, feel free to head down to the description. You can pop over to my second YouTube channel, HexLexPlays, youtube.com/@HexLexPlays. If you want to see more content, I have Master Duel VODs saved over there. And if you happen to be interested in Pokemon Pocket and Alestrals, I post a lot of that over there as well. You can also check out the Patreon, patreon.com/HexLex, which has a bunch of content. Actually, I upload content there every single day, and it's all exclusive to the Patreon. None of it is on YouTube. So if you're missing me next week, if you're jonesing for some Hexlex content, there is ways to get some. Feel free to check out those links in the description below. But you're also going to want to check out the links in the description below if you want to submit to the viewer special. So for those who are unfamiliar with this, this is the weekly series we do every Monday, except for next Monday, where we showcase games from you all, the viewers. It's a great way to let you all show off what you've been cooking and just cheer each other on. I think that's my favorite part, is seeing people in the Discord, you know, complimenting each other's games and being like, oh, that was a really cool replay, or oh, what was that deck? It's really, really awesome to see us all get to come together like that. So if you want to submit a game for the viewer special, you're going to want to go to the description to find the Discord invite this time. It's going to be the invite link to the HexLexPlex is our Discord server. In that Discord server, under the Master Duel section, you will find a channel called the Viewer Special Submissions. Main bit of info you're going to want to put there is your 9-digit player ID. Once that is in, I can view your publicly saved replays. Please do make sure that your replays are set to public and that this number is entered correctly. If you want to submit multiple replays, that is definitely fine, but I just ask that you don't submit the same game over and over again. But either way, if you also want to leave, in addition to your player ID, if you have multiple replays, make sure you're leaving the name and or date and time of your opponent / match. That way I know which game specifically to see, and it also helps to give a little descriptor of like, I played this deck versus this deck. So anyway, that's enough yapping, enough preliminary stuff. Why don't we go ahead and start looking at some of your cool games. Okay, our first submission comes to us from R Tension. Hey, what's up, Tension? I remember, I think I remember seeing you around in the Twitch chat before. Tension is coming back to the game after taking a little bit of a break and is playing a bit of a pile deck here in the Duelist Cup. It is, let me pull up on the Discord here. Looks like it is Centurion Horus Tenpai. Tension says they've returned after a long time. Replay doesn't do the deck fully justice, but still shows off a lot of lines. We're going to be using the Tenpai engine to actually pivot into our other engines, which is pretty neat. Tension also needs to note the extra deck is currently incomplete, missing Legacia, Zombie Vamp, and Dingirasu. Alright, let's check out what we've got here. Because I've actually thought about doing this as well, using the Tenpai engine in order to make turn 1 plays. Alright, so yeah, we're going first here. I see our Horus cards are... oh! Yeah, because you were talking about using Ancient Fairy Dragon, and then, yeah, you can use that to grab the stand-up Centurion. That's another way for this deck to be able to search that. Of course, in addition to the Walls of the Imperial Tomb. So, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to start off with Foolish Burial Goods. We're going to send the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. We can use that to banish, and then add the Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle along with Sangen Summoning. It's actually really convenient. It even gives us our card to discard off of Sangen Summoning. And even if we didn't open the Sangen Kaiman, we could just search it here. Oh, looks like we're going to need to open it anyway because our opponent had Infirm, but... And also, yeah, duh, instead of sending the Cobalt Eagle, we definitely just send the Horus monster in our hand, right? So, especially in the Shundra, along with the Pydra. Now we can sink for 7. for the Ancient Fairy Dragon. Of course, we can use the Ancient Fairy Dragon effect to pop our Sangen Summoning to add any other field spell we want. In this case, it's just going to be another copy of the Walls, but... yeah, that is actually rather interesting, isn't it? So, Sangen Summoning can always lead to Ancient Fairy Dragon plus any other field spell from your deck. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so we're pulling out the Centurion Primera to add the Trudea now that we're pivoting into our Centurion stuff. We got the Horus Hoppy on the field. Yeah, I mean, this is just a very, very solid concept. And then, yeah, we can sync the level 8 Horus bodies with the level 4 Centurion tuners. So I know you said the extra deck was incomplete, but I'm curious as to what else is in here. Oh, we have a Royal Blazer, that's nice. And then we still have some Tenpai shenanigans. That is actually another really good point as to an advantage of playing a deck like this, is that if you lose the coin flip, you just do regular Tenpai stuff. I actually hadn't even considered that angle of it. I think this is really cool. Oh, that's awesome. And then Auxilia is going to add another stand-up here, so it doesn't look like we're on Phalanx. And then we get to pivot into a Seal as well. Oh wait, no, we're just going to Icy. So we're just going to go for another Imseti. We're going for more Horus plays. We're not done here. Activating King Stark, bringing back Imseti, and then passing. Okay, so yeah, we decided to keep Maxi online instead of trying to make a rank 8 here. Well, and also, actually, it's not even bad to have the Horus monster just floating on the board. One, for its on-field effect. Two, for the fact that we don't necessarily have to special Trudea. Like, we could sync with the Imseti if we wanted to as well. Alright, so opponents on Speedroid, they're going to fire off their Speedroid Scratch, sending, what do they send to the Den Duke to the graveyard, adding Terror Top. Makes sense. Yep, and then from there we get to use the Primera and the stand-up effects. And we're just going to fire off Maxi, because why not? Yeah, they have a call by 4, but that so doesn't matter here. That is so unbelievably unimportant that this Maxi didn't resolve. Yeah, because we're going to have an Omni Negate as well as the Seal here. Plus just a ton of follow-up too, right? Like, even if our opponent does manage to push through our current board, we still have the King Stark and stand-up on board, online, and ready to go for the follow-up turn. So, that's really cool. I really, really like that idea of using Tenpai as a field spell search engine that also gives you a body that can special something from hand. Like, because the Ancient Fairy Dragon can special stuff from hand, so you could even, like... oh, but Pearl Rhino's banned. I was gonna say you could, like... oh my god, you could Sangen Summoning for Paidra, for Kaiman, for Shundra, for Ancient Fairy, for popping the Sangen Summoning for the Pearl Rhino, add a Rhino Heart, Ancient Fairy Dragon effect, special summon the Rhino Heart from hand. But yeah, Pearl Rhino's banned. But, I mean, there's any number of field spells that can add a level 4 or lower monster that you can then special off the Ancient Fairy Dragon, in addition to, as we're doing here, using like Stand-Up Centurion, the Horus engine, etc. So, very eye-opening. Thank you very much for that replay, Tension. We still, of course, do have a couple more. Let's check out the next one here. Alright, our next game comes to us from Dr. Maxis, who has a Duelist Cup replay playing Ritual Beast against Kashtira. Ritual Beast, God, it's that deck that I really want to learn, because I've seen it do very, very well, but like, I just need to carve out the time to do it. The problem is, I think I'm gonna need to carve out like an hour or two. I mean, honestly, more than that to really get this deck down, but... okay, so, like, even this right off the bat, like, holy, what just happened? Okay, so Lara got normal summoned. Doesn't have an on-normal summon effect. Okay, we E-Telied for when, and then banished for Ulti Canahawk. Yep, okay, and then we're activating the Lara effect for regular Canahawk, Ulti Canahawk for Lara and win. Our opponent's going to Ash Blossom that, which seems like it'd be really annoying. I think you even mentioned in your breakdown of the game that that was one of the roadblocks to playing through this turn, right? Alright, so we just summon back the Rampengu that we just banished, as well as the Lara. We're then going to overlay Rampengu and Canahawk. Is this for Baguska? No, it's for Infernal Flame Banshee. I don't know why I assumed Baguska. Well, I guess because, you know, you said that this was kind of a shorter, like, combo, I guess, so to speak. Do we even... Oh, okay, we do play Baguska. That's what I thought. Okay, summoning the Nemesis flag. Going to, of course, add the Corridor here. I did see that Royal Colossus in the extra deck. Very, very nice. I got a Link 4 with everything on board to go into the ulti Ribatare. Adding back the window, which we can then, I think, extra normal? It's not a special summon, right? It's an extra normal summon? Yeah, yep. Making the Thunder Dragon Colossus, again, a very nice royal. Setting Imperm. Okay, so we're actually in, you know, I think we're in a decent spot, all things considered, despite getting interrupted. We do have the ulti Ribatare, as well as the Colossus on board, as well as, of course, Imperm C and Ash Blossom, 3 very good disruption tools to help back us up here. Opponent's going to leave a Scareclaw Cashier, and naturally we're going to fire off a Max C in response to that, and it does not look like our opponent actually has a counter for that, so it's looking pretty good for us. Let's see, they banished an Ogre from hand. Oh god! Which it looks like they're going to try to bring back with the Birth. We're going to banish our Winda and their Birth to make sure that doesn't resolve. Was going to move to battle. Oh, but hang on. So, okay, we Imperm? Yeah, okay, so that does mean it can't attack. Yeah, because it negates the effect. I just wasn't sure if that'd be the case because it already declared the attack, but... Okay, they're going to Typhoon to bounce the Link 4, letting us keep the Colossus before passing back over to us. Looks like we did manage to find... Oh, we didn't even need to find a Ritual Beast here, though, because of course we have stuff in the graveyard we can banish. Alright, opponent's going to activate Cashier Prep to bring back Ogre? Yeah. And then we're going to special summon Elder, getting the normal summon for the Apello, going for an ulti Canahawk. This time our opponent thankfully does not have the Ash Blossom to negate this surge. So we get to do both effects in the same chain link here. Alright, Ogre effect gets to activate, but this is... I think this is a pretty moot point by now. Yeah, they're gonna take the Steeds. I don't think that really matters anymore. I mean, it might a little bit, but not terribly. Alright, going for the ulti Canahawk once again. This time it looks like we're bringing back Apello and... what was the other one? Lara, okay. Regular Lara. Well, I guess it's Ritual Beast Tamer Lara, and then there's Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara. So, when I say regular Lara, I mean just Ritual Beast Lara. Okay, the Link 2 for an extra normal for the Wen. Wen gets to bring back a banished Rampengu. Rampengu gets to activate. Oh no, we're just going to go to battle. Okay, bringing back Winda. Ooh, but not quite enough to battle over Ogre. Of course, we were just going to bring out the ulti Galapelio and battle over Ogre that way. Is this lethal? Oh, this is lethal, isn't it? Wow. That was an excellent recovery line to lethal. Ah, yeah, all these moving parts. I need one of those Guess Who boards. You're gonna hear me in my videos going, okay, special summon, clack. Okay, now summon this one, clack, clack. That's good. But thank you, Dr. Maxis. Yeah, Ritual Beast gameplay fascinates me. And I'm sure the barrier to entry is much steeper in my head than it is in reality. It's not even that I don't think I can learn it at all. Again, it's more of like, do I have the time to invest? Do I want to invest that time? Is I guess another question I'm asking myself, but it is a very cool deck nonetheless. Anyway, thank you very much again, but we do still have one more game to check out. Let's finish off with that one. And our last replay comes to us from Tester, aka Deck Tester, who has a one-turn replay from the Duelist Cup. You might be wondering, what kind of a game is going to last one turn? Well, this will be an executed Gimi Puppet FTK, which Tester was elated to say was, I think, the first time the opponent didn't concede mid-combo. So, I haven't actually seen this play out fully yet. I haven't encountered this deck at all in ladder. So, I figured I'd pop in here. Because, like, this might be the only time we actually see this FTK played out on the channel. So I figured, let's take a look. One thing I do think is kind of interesting Oh, is this the stage 2 music? That's cool. One thing I do think is kind of interesting about Gimi Puppet in Master Duel is that you don't see a lot of it on Ranked Ladder. I think this deck is probably being underplayed, at least if I'm looking at OCG, well not OCG, because that's a different format, Japanese Master Duel tournament results. I see Gimi Puppet coming up a lot more than I do on the NA side, right? And more than that, we even see decks teching out against Gimi Puppet with like DD Crows in, you know, a lot of decks that wouldn't normally play it. Okay, so they're gonna Ash our field spell. But since we have like 4 different Gimi Puppet monsters in our hand, I'm going to assume that doesn't matter. Because I think normally you search the little soldiers anyway, right? They're gonna Valor that as well, but I think the cost is really more of what we were concerned with there. I wonder if our opponent had used the Disruption at maybe some better points, if they could have played through the FTK here. So Druid Doll, Rogue Doll summon themselves, as well as the Beast Doll. Gonna make our first rank 8 here, which is going to be the Fantastics Machinex. Alright, Machinex F detached to add the Argent Chaos Force. We can then activate the Beast Doll. Wait, what does it say? Control cannot be... Hang on. What did that say? Your opponent cannot target Gimmick Puppet monsters you control with card effects this turn. Yeah, that's the other thing about all these Gimmick Puppet cards, too, is that a lot of them have these, like, extra effects that just help protect your dudes, right? Like the Field Spell has the protection effect. Obviously, Beast Doll had that protection effect. Oh, and then, yeah, Terror Baby is the other one. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Gimmick Puppet monster effects this turn. That's insane. Alright, Ranked Up Fantastics Machinex gets to add the Service Puppets play from deck to hand. Then going to special summon the Cattle Scream and make our next rank 8, which will be the Gimmick Puppet of Strings. Argent Chaos Force effect gets to add itself back to the hand. We can then use Gimmick Puppet of Strings to put string counters on our entire board. And I think this is going to be one of our main ways of actually, like, dealing damage, right? Is because we rank up into the rank 9 Gimmick Puppet of Strings, and then, yeah, destroy as many monsters with string counters as possible, and then I think your opponent takes a burn and then you draw a card, is that right? Highest original attack among the destroyed monsters, your choice if tied. So that'll deal 3,100 damage here. Alright, we're going to detach and put a string counter on the Cattle Scream. We're then going to overlay into another... Oh, because it's a soft once per turn. Oh, it's just if this card is special summoned. I see. Okay, so that puts them down to 2,900. Yep, and then now we put the 3K monster on their board, and then this is how we're going to do it. We're going to link into the Chimera Doll. Chimera Doll F is going to add the Fiendish Knight. We can summon Fiendish Knight, Jury Doll F to special summon itself. And then Little Soldiers can increase the level of our Fiendish Knight up to 8. Now we can make yet another rank 8, which is going to be the Giant Grinder. And then Giant Grinder can detach, destroy the Gimmick Puppet of Strings, and boom, deal 3k to the opponent. That's wild. That's also so unbelievably intentional. Like... I don't know, it's like, it's the same thing I kind of said when Konami, like, made Snake Eye Ash, where it's like, they know what they're doing, you know? Because I see a lot of the time the criticism that people have of Konami is like, oh, Konami's so dumb, how could they print these, like, overly pushed cards? And it's like, come on. Putting monsters on your opponent's field, destroying your opponent's monsters and burning, your opponent can't respond or target your, or destroy your stuff, like... It's so obviously, like, supposed to be an FTK deck, so... I don't know. Whether or not you think it's a good thing that exists, I guess, ultimately is up to opinion, but I think it's interesting to note either way. But anyway, thank you very much, Chester. Like I said, I don't know if we would have had another opportunity to see a Gimmick Puppet FTK fully executed on the channel, but... that'll end up doing it for this viewer special. So if I don't catch you on tomorrow's video, I do want to wish you happy holidays. But in the meantime, I think that's going to go ahead and do it. Let's move now to our outro. Hey everybody, Hexlex here. Just want to give you a huge thanks for watching all the way to the very end of the video. Believe it or not, that is actually one of the best ways that you can support the channel, is by watching the videos in their entirety. But there are many ways in which you can support the channel if you are so interested. The names that you're seeing on screen here, I gotta give an extra special thanks to, because these are people who have chosen to either become a member on YouTube, which if you're interested you can do as well via the join button next to the subscribe button down there, or have signed up over on Patreon and become members there. Link to that is going to be in the description below. Without the support that is being offered by, again, all the people that you're seeing on screen right here, I would not be able to take the time to dedicate to uploading daily YouTube videos. So thank you so very much. But there are also other ways you can support as well. Again, link to the description below. If you like my deck tracker that you'll see in a lot of my videos, the Untapped Companion, you can download that for free, and if you use my affiliate link down there, then that also goes a long way towards supporting the channel. That's, again, free. So is subscribing here on YouTube. That's also free and a huge way to support. You can also check out Twitch, once again linked in the description below. Following and subscribing over there will not only support as well, but also give you notifications of when I go live if you want to catch some of the live streams. But really, no matter how you choose to support, it all adds up and it all definitely means the world. So thank you, each and every one of you. For now, this is Hexlex. I'm going to be signing out. But more than that, I'm hoping that you have a fantastic day.